Good morning all, it's Lynn here from Destiny Fulfilled. I do hope that today finds you well. This video is for our weekly pick a card reading. It is from the 30th of November through to the 6th of December. The timestamps will be in the description box below, as is information if you would like to book a reading with me personally. I'll get on now with setting my space, dealing and shuffling the cards, and I'll see you at the pick a card portion of this reading. Welcome back everybody. This is the pick a card or pick a pile portion of the reading. For those of you that haven't done pick a pile or pick a card readings, basically what you do is you select a pile based on excuse me, the number or the image or the crystal. I'll show you those in close up in a moment. So this is pile 1, and we have an image of this door, or you might like to choose by this crystal. Pile number 2, we have this door or this crystal. Pile 3, we have this door or this crystal. And pile number 4, we have this door or this crystal. Now you may want to hit that pause button if you need more time to meditate or contemplate which pile is suitable for you. In the description box below will be the timestamps. Click on the timestamp for the pile that you choose and it will take you straight to that reading. Excuse me. And if you like the video, please hit that like button. It lets YouTube know that you like what I'm presenting. If you wish to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you're notified when I upload videos. And if you think that this would be of benefit to somebody else, then please share this video with them as well. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see you at the pile that you've picked. Four, 3, 2, welcome back, group number 1s. For those of you that chose this particular door or this particular crystal, I'll just pop those to one side for the moment. Let's see what's going on with our lovely group number 1s. I knocked over my my sage seashell thing. It's got red sand in it, and I have red sand all over my desk. It's very gritty. Anyway, group number ones, let's see what's going on. We have Page of Pentacles, we have Eight of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. We have Gratitude, last quarter moon. The number of that card is 23 for those of you who want to delve further into the numerology side of things. That obviously reduces down to a number 5. We have number 9, Stormfields. We have the Queen of Wands. And then we have Beeth, number 1, which is Birch, and it is in the reverse. Okay, group number 1, what's going on with you guys? Let's see, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is an offer of some sort which is coming your way, a message, some form of information. Now it could be in relation to your material world because it is the Pentacles, of course. It could be an indication of a new enterprise or some sort of manifestation that maybe you're working on at this point in time. Now the Eight of Cups is something that you're walking away from. So there's something that has been relevant to you in your near past which now you are walking away from. So it could be an idea, it could be a job, it could be a business, it could be a relationship even. These are general readings given the amount of people that could potentially watch this. So I feel that it definitely could be in any part of your life, and you will know, I should say, which part of your life this relates to, because obviously we're all traveling our own unique journeys with our own unique situations, but definitely you're letting something go, you're walking away from something which potentially was important to you in the past but is no longer serving you, or is no longer supporting you, or is no longer something that you wish to pursue any further. The Four of Swords is all about taking a rest. So the Four of Swords is indicating that this is a period of rejuvenation, a period of rest, a period of healing that may be coming your way. Then we have Gratitude. So Gratitude is all about, this card is asking you to be thankful, to be mindful and thankful of everything that you have in your life at this time. And I'm getting the feeling that for some there has been some struggle or some unrest in the past, or in your very recent past, I should say. And for this, you're actually going to be walking away from that unrest. I feel that very strongly for some of you. This won't be relevant for all of you though, but definitely some form of information, some sort of new start is coming your way. You're walking away and leaving something behind because of that. And also you're needing to rest, rejuvenate and heal. And I think what this is, what you're walking away from here, will enable you to have the rest, healing, rejuvenation that you need, and to be truly grateful for everything that you have in your life, including this new opportunity, this new venture, this new enterprise, whatever this looks like for you, and also the ability that you are able to walk away from and get the healing that you need, right? Because not everybody in the world is able to do that, right? So be thankful that you are able to do so. Then we have the 9, which is Stormfields, and this for me feels like the energy that you've been in your recent past. I feel that it's been quite a turbulent time for quite a lot of you. I feel that there has been some unrest, some worry, some anxiety. When I look at this card, I feel, like literally in my stomach, anxiety and unrest. So, you know, for some that may be what you have been experiencing. And I feel that this new enterprise, this new opportunity, and you deciding to take this new path that is being offered to you will enable you to step out from the storm fields, right? I mean, this, if you look at this card, this storm field could be coming towards you, but I actually get the feeling that it's moving away from you, right? This storm field is actually leaving your energy, or this energy is leaving you at this time, is what I feel. You know, we still have bees, flowers, mushrooms, you know, there's still beauty, there's still abundance there for you in your present, which, you know, is replacing the storm fields that, or the storms that have been with you in your life, in your energy at up till recent times. Then we have the Queen of Wands, and this is all about being, you know, high energy, active, you know, engaged in creativity, exuberant, you know, vibrant, that energy that you have. And you may have been feeling lack in this area. You know, we all go through periods of time where our energy levels are not as vibrant or as high as what we would wish them to be, but you know, I feel that for me, this is where you're moving towards. Now, for those of you that have had my readings or seen my readings previously, this card can always represent, I should say, energies that you've been in the recent past, or energies which you are moving towards. And I do feel very strongly, group number one, that this is the energy that you're moving towards at this time. Much more creative, much more vibrant, much more engaged, enthusiastic, exuberant type energy, which may have been missing more recently in your reality. Then we have number one, which is beef or birch tree, and it's in the reverse. I'm going to read directly from the guidebook for this. And I will read the reverse message for you. I will read the keywords, but just be mindful that your card is in reverse at this time. So the keywords are endings and new beginnings, cleansing and purification, releasing of old patterns, overcoming difficulties, shedding the old, new growth and renewal, pliancy in a peaceful resolution of conflict, higher perspective, and return to innocence. And I think, you know, that's how the cards that are playing out definitely speak of new beginnings, new starts, you know, overcoming difficulties with the storm fields here. Now, the reversed meaning, perhaps you are reluctant to let go of that which is keeping you from moving forward, afraid to release old patterns and unhelpful influences. You may not be ready to forgive or deal with conflicts. Perhaps you are hanging on to the old and it is not serving you. Think about where you are not allowing your life to flow naturally. What are you holding on to so tightly that nothing can change? You are encouraged to let go so you can move forward. Set your house in order. This is probably not the best moment to begin something new, as you have work to do to prepare first. When your thoughts and feelings are aligned with your highest good, then you will be able to clear the way and begin. If you find that you are overly judgmental, now is the time to let such habits of thought go. Judgment only creates separation, and in truth there can be no separation. Make an effort to return to innocence and to your connection to all that is. Play a game, take a run, do something fun to remind you of what it feels like to be a child again. From this place you can let go of your resistance and move forward into your heart space. And that particular card is very much in alignment with the rest of the cards that we have on the table at this time. You know, it's very, you know, there is something new that's coming into your life. There is, you know, a freshness. I feel that that's the word I want to say, is a freshness that's coming into your life. And it's time now to let go of those old heavy burdens that you've been carrying, for so long and let them go, and to know that you are truly being protected, guided and supported during this period of time as well. And to be grateful that you have that protection, you have that guidance, you have that support that's coming through very strongly from your spiritual team. I'm feeling group number 1. We then have your heart and soul oracle. Don't be swayed by someone's strong opinions. Just do what feels right for you. If what you are hearing doesn't resonate with you, then it most probably isn't right for you. Listen to and respect other people's views, but stay true to your own inner vision and beliefs. Live freely and express the beauty of your ideas. So very much, again, that fits in, right? So trusting your own inner knowing. You know what's best for you. By all means, ask for and listen to and respect anybody else's advice if you feel called to do so, but know that it's your decision, your understanding of the situation of your life, which is the most important thing. And for those of you that have seen my readings before, you know that that's one of the very important things that I like to express often, is that if people are offering you advice and assistance but with stipulations or catches with them, then you don't need to accept that help, right? But if someone is freely giving you the advice with no expectations attached to it, then by all means take that advice, take that assistance, and do what is right for you, what you feel is right for you, as you are journeying through this change that is coming to you this week. From the Sea Melodies Oracle, we have optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. So again, this turbulent time that you may have been in, this difficult time, this a time of anxiety or hardship or difficulties that you may have been experiencing are going to pass. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing good, nothing bad, nothing indifferent. Everything changes and moves. So hang in there if you're still feeling this energy of storm fields. Know that the time is coming when it is going to pass. A new beginning is coming for you, and it may be the first grains of that new beginning which are coming into your reality at this point, but definitely a new beginning of some sort, a new venture, something, new information, new messages which allow you to take a different path, quite possibly from one that you've been on quite recently. Then we have your Divine Doors message for those of you that chose this door, and this is Hummingbird's Song. Nectar of sweetness in joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing, as medicine it sings. And again, that again supports the cards which we have on the table, right? This is very much a time of healing, a time of rejuvenation, a time of rest, right? So take what's being offered. Be gentle with yourself, group number 1s, as you're traveling through these new energies. Maybe start up a gratitude practice. For some, I'm feeling that would be very beneficial for you, even if it's just, it doesn't have to be anything formal. Maybe you just, when you first wake up in the morning, you think about 1, 2 or 3 things that you are truly grateful for, and again before you go to bed, right? But for those of you that wish to take that practice further, get yourself a dedicated gratitude notebook, and regularly as a daily practice, journal about what you are grateful for, and try and take it beyond the superficial, right? So truly, one of the things that I've done in the past is to not repeat a gratitude that I've had before, which really made me have to think very clearly about what I wanted to write in my gratitude journal, and think outside of the square, right? Because quite often, you know, we get to the end of the day and we're tired. So, you know, it's like, I'm grateful for my bed, I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for my job, blah, blah. Very, you know, very important things. I'm not saying that they're not important, but quite superficial things. So really start to dig down if you want to develop a very deep gratitude practice, and that may be helpful for you. Not to write the same gratitude in there more than once. You might find that challenging. You might also find it helpful in opening up your eyes to what truly is of benefit and what you are truly grateful for at this time. Now, for those of you that drew this card, this is the third eye chakra. So if this is in balance, you may be feeling intuitive and perceptive. You may be, your imagination may be firing up and be actively there for you. Your memory will feel good and clear. You may be able to think and visualize symbolically as well. If it's underactive, you may be feeling insensitive. Your memory might be, you know, not at point. You may be have difficulty in seeing or visualizing the future. Your imagination may be very hard to tap into if it's underactive. Now, if it's overactive, you may be experiencing delusions or hallucinations, not quite seeing the true reality of things. You may be feeling obsessive. You may have difficulty in concentrating. And you may be experiencing nightmares. Now, as I always say, only you will know how this chakra is resonating for you at this time. If you wish, there are many meditations on YouTube which you can use to heal and bring those back into alignment. Of course, you can always visit an energy healer or get Reiki done on your chakras. Now I'll get on to your charm reading. So this is my charm casting mat for those that haven't seen this. I've actually just finished painting this a couple of hours ago. So this, what we do is we put a little bowl in the middle. Whatever falls in that bowl will be the focus for you. Whatever falls in the inner circle here will be something that is important to you. We'll also read what's going on in the different sectors of your life, and anything that falls out of this circle is coming towards you. It's not here with you yet, nor will be in the upcoming week, but it's moving towards you. Okay, we'll give this a good shuffle. Now I will hold this up. I'm just going to turn things over so I can actually see what they are. Okay. So in our focus bowl we have the dog, which is all about loyalty, faithfulness, and we have the a Celtic symbol, which I'll hold that up for you. For me, this symbol represents mystery. It represents the unknown. It can also represent the divine for me. So faithfulness, loyalty, and the divine or the unknown will be important to you in some way this week. Now, if we go across to spirituality here, personal growth, also bordering health and well-being, we have the butterfly, which for me is all about transformation. So there could be something or in both or either of these areas which needs to be transformed at this time. Then we have this particular crystal, which for me represents psychic abilities. So it's sitting in between your physical environment and your health and well-being. So for me, that is trusting your intuition. Something to do with your health and well-being or your physical environment needs you to trust your intuition at this point in time. Then we have the spoon. So to me, that is the word I'm getting is medicine. So there could be some form of medicine or medicinal help, or maybe you need to see a doctor or something this week. Trust your intuition on this. And the other thing is that the spoon to me is also a tool, right? It's a tool for eating. So it could be that there is some work to be done in either of these two areas at some time during this week. Now, bordering on your physical environment and also just in the centre here, we have the teacup and saucer, which for me are social engagements. So we could be having visitors this week. That's in your physical environment, obviously. It could be some sort of social engagement as well. The other charm that is in the middle here is the bee. So for me, the bee is all about busy as a bee, right? So that's being busy, active, very lots going on for you this week, I am feeling. It's also about pollination, right? So there could be something in your life, and as we relate it back to the tarot cards that we've got on the table, there's something in your life which needs pollinating, which needs that that assistance to get going. So that could definitely play out there with the cards that we have on the table. Moving across, in between money matters and leisure and social life, we have Goddess. And that to me is trusting in the divine. So if you have been having difficulties in your social life or in your money matters, trust that the divine is there supporting you and helping with synchronicities, and serendipity this week may be coming through. They're the two words that come towards me. We also have the bow, which to me represents a gift. So there may be some sort of gift or an offer in relation to your money matters which may be provided to you, and I'm feeling the word gift, so it's something that somebody is giving you that they do not expect something in return. We then have the leaf, which is all about nurturing and nature needing to grow. So I feel that with your money matters there is a need for you to be nurturing with your money matters and helping them grow and develop in a more abundant way. So that's some action that might be needed by you this week, is to just take a step back and have a look at what changes might be needed in your money matters this week. Then we have the cross, which again to me is all about spirituality and faith. Faith that if you are in a difficult situation, this situation is going to pass. We also have just outside of money matters and just outside money matters, we also have an aeroplane. So you could be spending some money on travel this week, or planning to spend some money on travel. It's not quite there yet in your money matters, so you could be at least thinking about it. Then we have, which is outside the circle, but potentially coming your way in money matters, is this donkey. Now this was my grandmother's. She gifted this to me, and came all the way from Cyprus from one of her sons, my uncles. And to me, a donkey is assistance, right? It's somebody who carries or helps you carry the burdens that are yours, right? And I feel that there is some assistance coming your way, in particular with your money matters, which will help you gain a more balanced perspective. In career and business, we have the starfish. The starfish for me is all about observation. And something in your career or business needs to be looked at in detail. Something that you're not fully comprehending or understanding needs to be looked at further, so you can get clarity on that situation. Then we have outside the circle here, we have the shell, and we have this, I I don't know what it is, what sort of crystal it is, but for me, whenever I see it, I think of healing. So there could be some sort of healing in your leisure and social life that's happening for you this week. And the shell for me is all about protection. So animals hide in shells or live in shells as excuse me, a form of protection. So that may be necessary for you at this time. So just play that in mind. There is some sort of protection that might be necessary. Now it could be spiritual, it could be emotional, it could be physical. Only you will know how these are playing out in your life at this time. So that is your charm reading, group number 1. Overall though, I do feel that this is a very beneficial week for you, a one where things are changing, you know, that you're going to start to get momentum in a new direction. A really, really positive reading, group number 1s. For those of you definitely that have been in more difficult times, I do get the feeling very strongly that that is coming to an end. So take hope, have faith, and enjoy your week, however it is for you. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button. You can also hit subscribe and the bell notification if you wish to do so. And also, if you think that this will be a benefit to anybody else, then please share that with them. I really do appreciate you supporting my channel. Thank you very much. Take care, and I will see you at the next reading. Welcome, group number 2s. For those of you that chose this door or this crystal, this is your reading. Just pop those to one side. And group number 2s, let's see what's going on with you. We've got the 6 of Cups in reverse, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. We've got action, which is waxing gibbous number 6, and number 15 is the card which reduces down to a number 6. For those of you that want to look into the numerology, we've got 53, listening, in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands, and we have Uliand, honeysuckle, number 23. Okay, number 3, group number 2s. Six of Cups. So the 6 of Cups, when it's upright, talks about fond memories. It talks about, revisiting old memories, revisiting old relationships, or not old, but as in long-standing relationships. So for me, there is some sort, the actual message that I'm getting, so I'm just going to say it, is don't live in the past this week. And now we all do it, right? We all have fond memories. We all wish to go back to other situations in our life, especially if we're in difficult situations currently. This card is, I'm getting very strongly, is look to the future, not to the past. By all means, learn your lessons from the past and carry those learnings forward with you. But in this instance, it's asking you to look to the future, not to the past, is the message I'm getting very strongly. Then we had the 10 of Pentacles, which is, one of the most abundantly beautiful, contented cards or energies in the deck, right? So this is, reaching in some area or all areas of your material life, it is reaching for the pinnacle, having more than you need. There is generosity, there's family, there's joy, there's abundance, there is, a happy family life, however that looks for you, right? And I'm not just talking about husband, wife, and children. There are many, many, many forms of family. Friends can be family. You have same-sex marriages, all of those sorts of differences that may be apparent, but which makes up your family. So I do feel that this week is a time for family, for celebration, for not necessarily full-on celebration, but for appreciations of what you have, right? Being contented and happy with where you are right at this point in time is the message that's coming through. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So when the Nine of Pentacles is upright, it is reaping the rewards of your endeavour. And for me, when it's in reverse, is you're not quite there yet, right? So this Ten of Pentacles is the feeling of contentment, the feeling of abundance, the feeling of happiness and serenity and peace, and all of those, centering, open type feelings that you have. For me, the Nine of Pentacles actually talks about the physical things in your life, and something that you are striving for is well on its way, but there's still more work to be done before you can actually reap the rewards of what you're putting in. So that could be in a particular area, it could be in a job, it could be in a relationship, it could be in one part of your life. Whereas the Ten of Pentacles for me is the overall feeling that you will have this week available to you should you wish to draw on those energies. Then we have number 15, which is the Waxing Gibbous 6, action. And I do think that it's going to be an active week for you, right? I feel that this is not a time for sitting still, and not a time for contemplating, not a time overly contemplating, right? This is a time for doing. So whatever you're busy working on, keep going at it. You need to take action to help move this Nine of Pentacles into its upright position, so that you will commence reaping the rewards of what the effort that you've been putting into a certain area of your life. And again, that will be different for everybody. The potential people that could see this video, could be lots. So we're all on different journeys. We'll all have different situations, and it will play out differently for all of us. So take how that resonates in your life. Then we have listening, and again, to me this is an advice card, right, when it's in reverse. This is asking you to listen. Now, whether that's listening to somebody who's going to tell you something that is of importance to you, or whether it's listening to your own intuition. I'm getting those dual meanings there. So take how that resonates to you. But there is advice coming forward for you to be listening for something of importance to you this week. And I do believe that that is going to lead you to the spark of something new, right? The Ace of Wands is all about inspiration and creativity. So, so I do think that this is leading you into a more creative, active period in your life. You may have been feeling quite stagnant up until now, or you may have been feeling constrained in some way, but I feel that constraint and that stuck feeling is definitely lifting for you this week. So a really positive reading so far, group number 2's really lovely. One of movement, one of joy, one of contentment, one of peace, one of action and creativity, trusting your inner knowing, trusting the messages as they come to you, however they're delivered, right? They could be delivered by your higher self through your own inner knowing, or they could be delivered by somebody that spirit is speaking through directly to you at this point. But definitely some form of creative activity is coming your way. Then we have Uliand Honeysuckle, which is number 23. I'm going to read from the Celtic Tree Oracle Guidebook. Now, the key words for honeysuckle are seeking, hidden secrets, the lantern that lights the path, the need to protect something important, soul, discovery, bringing light to the darkness, hidden treasure, illumination, clarity, restoration, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? And if I had to pick a card that is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, it's the Ten of Pentacles for me, right? Personally, that is the card that I associate with those energies. So Orient honeysuckle in a reading has to do with the search for inner knowledge. The flowering vine helps us discern false from truth and choose which is worthwhile. This wood vine is an ally. It provides protection and reminds you to stay true to yourself. Although you may find distractions as you travel your path, this vine symbolizes a focused journey into the self and the soul. It signifies your spiritual journey and encourages you to keep learning, expressing your true nature and evolving. Honeysuckle may also come to let you know it is time to shine the light for others. So do that so that they too can look into the mysteries and discover the treasure of their inner lives. By offering encouragement and insight, you may bring light to others' darkness and empower them to embark on their own inner journey. Discovery is emphasized. Be willing to learn about and explore your own inner world. See yourself as an archaeologist, investigating the layers of your own inner world. There is much hidden treasure to find there. Also, you may dig up hidden things that disturb you. You also bring to light into the dark, hidden places, and light brings healing. You also reconnect with your own gifts and talents and empower your own expression. Remember that it is your environment that affects the DNA. Light and love encourage the healthy patterns within your genes to be activated. Learn to apply positive thoughts, feelings, and actions to old habits of negativity. Become responsible for creating an environment of joy and health. And I do feel that that is what you're doing this week, right? You are creating an environment of joy and of health. That is the overall feeling that I'm getting for you this week. We then have your heart and soul oracle. Do not give in to fear and doubt. Courage is called for now. Face your fear, look at things objectively. You are safe and all is well. Fill your fear with love. Beyond fear, love is guiding you, urging you to break free. You will succeed. A very positive, uplifting card. Now, the other thing that I forgot to mention with this card is this card for me can either represent energies which you've been in the recent past, or energies that you're moving into in the near future. So for me, excuse me. For me, this is where you're moving to in the near future, most definitely. Then we have your sea melody oracle. Listen, the secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sounds within the shells. So again, another advice card that requires you to listen this week. And as I said, whether to your own inner knowing or to something external which is coming to you, there is some sort of message, some sort of understanding, some sort of knowledge that is coming to you this week that you will obtain from listening, either within or externally. For those of you that picked this card, the message is passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. And I do see that there is action and movement definitely this week. So that's the message I'm taking from that particular card, is one of action, one of movement, one of growth, one of, maturing or momentum is being achieved. Then we have this crystal here, which is for the crown chakra. And if this is in balance, sorry, get my hand comfortable. If this is in balance, You will be able to perceive, analyse and assimilate information very easily this week. You will feel intelligent, thoughtful and aware. You will be open-minded. You will be spiritually connected, and you may have a broad understanding of lots of different things. If it's feeling underactive, you may be, feeling cynical about spirituality. You may have difficulty learning. You may, your belief system may be rigid in its expression. You may have excesses in your lower chakras, so in your solar plexus, sacral or first root chakras. If it's overactive, you may be over intellectualizing things. You may be feeling addicted to spirituality. You may be feeling confused, or you may be feeling quite stuck in your head and disassociated with your body. As I always say, only you will know how that is resonating for you in your life this week. There are many YouTube videos for meditations which can help heal and bring your chakras back into alignment. You can also obtain healing, energy healing, or obtain some Reiki to help bring your chakras back into alignment. So now I'll move on to your charm reading. For those of you that haven't seen my charm casting board before, this is it here. Whatever falls in this focus bowl, there's one that I forgot from last reading. Focus bowl will be your focus for the week. Anything in this inner circle is important to you. We'll read the things that fall into the various different areas. Anything outside of this circle is something that is coming towards you. It won't be here this week, but it is definitely coming towards you. Sorry, get myself situated. Could be a good shuffle or mix up. Okay, so nothing fell in your focus bowl particularly, but in your important area, we have, I'll bring this up closer, we have the horse and we have the skull and crossbone. So the horse for me is all about your standing in your own personal power. That's going to be important for you this week. Then the skull and crossbone is poison for me, so that's toxicity of some sort in your life this week that is going to be important for you at this time. Now if we move through here to your spirituality and personal growth, we have the fish, we have the sun, and we have a wine goblet. So spirituality and personal growth, I should say. The sun, so very, light-filled, hopeful. So I think that your spirituality this week and personal growth is going to be one that is very nurturing for you. I get that from the cup here. Normally I would think of celebration, but for me I'm actually getting the grapes, which is nature nurturing growth, right? So grapes to me are very abundant, as is the fish. So I think that there is going to be lots of abundance in your spirituality or personal growth this week. Now just outside the circle here we have this little charm, this crystal here, which for me is again about psychic. For me that represents psychic, and for me that's about trusting your own intuition, about something coming towards you in regards to your spirituality and your personal growth. In your health and well-being we have the camel, and we have the dragon. Wow. So the camel is self-sufficiency, right? So for me, there is something that you need to be self-sufficient about with your health and well-being this week. And the dragon for me is all about power, fire. It's all about really being very powerful in your own health and well-being, right? You taking control, you taking action, you doing what feels right for you. Now, I'm not a doctor, so please always follow professional people's advice above mine. But also, I would ask that you also stand in your own power, right? It's your body, your life. You know your body more better than anybody else. So stand in your own power when you're dealing with other people who are medically or within their chosen field more the professional, and take their advice and knowledge on board. That's interesting. Outside of your physical environment, we have the rose, and we also have the rose inside of a love heart. So for me, that's about romance. So if we're putting that romance towards your physical environment, then for me, it's looking at the beauty of your physical environment, right? There may be something within your physical environment that needs a bit of zhushing, a bit of tizzying, a bit of beautifying. Again, you will know how that resonates with you, but that is not here with you this week, it's coming towards you. So maybe it's some plans that you're putting together. Then we have in your family area, we have the aeroplane. So there could be visitors coming towards you. Now this could be international, it could be local, but anyway, you're going to have some visitors of some sort this week coming into you. I don't know how much COVID allows for international travel. Certainly in Australia it's very restricted, but it does indicate some sort of visitor coming towards you this week. Then we have the ram. So to me that could be the butting of heads between you and somebody else within your family. So that may be something that you want to be mindful of this week. We also then have the broom. So, and it's really just borderline family. It's more sitting in career and business. So there's some sort of clearing, some sort of cleansing, some sort of clean sweep of something that needs to occur in your career or business life. Outside of that, we have the rose again. So there must, coming towards you, there is some sort of maybe a friendship or a romance coming your way. If that's something that you're looking for, you may actually come into contact with your new person through your career or your business. But if you're not, to me, that's, again, it symbolises beauty. It symbolises looking for the beauty within the situation that you find yourself in. In money matters, we have the steering wheel, the boat steering wheel. And for me, that is all about taking charge. You are in charge of your own money matters. It's important that you take charge, you steer your money matters or your money and financial situation into the direction which is most beneficial for you at this time. So some lovely charms there, group number 2. And I think overall a really, really positive reading. One where there is lots of action, lots of doing, lots of energy. I'm feeling very energetic when I'm reading these cards. I'm feeling very inspired, very enthusiastic. That they're the feelings that are coming to me as I'm reading. But both your charms and your cards both indicate some very beneficial joyous times. Just be careful of this butting heads one. That's really the only one that I'm sort of seeing that is potentially could give you some difficulties this week, and that was down in this one here, down in your family life. That may bring you a little bit of concern. Positive reading, one filled with action, one filled with movement, momentum is what I'm getting. There's also a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of happiness. I do know, or I do feel the need for you to listen. There's some sort of message coming your way, but a very energetic and enthusiastic week is what I'm feeling. More vibrant, I guess is the word. And then with your charms, some supporting messages there that can help you navigate the week ahead. If you like this reading, then please hit that like button. Also, if you wish to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload my videos. And if you think that this is beneficial to somebody else, then please share that with them. But I do wish you lots of light, lots of love, lots of joy this week, group number 2s, and I'll see you at the next reading. Take care. Group number 3s, welcome, welcome. For those of you that chose this particular door or this particular charm, this is your reading. I'll just pop these to one side. Sorry, it's very humid here today. I'm feeling quite hot and a bit bothered, actually. And I do have the fan on, so for those of you who might hear that in the background. We have group number 3, 7 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands, we have reversed, and we also have the Page of Swords reversed. Interesting. We have Patience, number 36. We have Into the Unknown, number 7. We have the 3 of... Not the 3 of, it is Empress, I think. Let me just double check that. I sometimes don't. Yep, it's the Empress. Lovely. Love the Empress card. And then we have Oya or Spindle, number 22. Okay, group number 3s, what's going on for you? So the first card that we have is the 7 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles to me is that you've planted the seeds of something which is now starting to grow, right? And it's whether the choice of yours is, do you continue to put effort into this, or do you just let it grow on its own, or do you turn your attention to something else? So there's some choices that need to be made, right? Do you harvest now, or do you let it grow? Do you, sometimes the 7 of Pentacles can be about disintegration as well, something coming apart, but I don't get that feeling with this card. I really think that this is a choice that is coming up, possibly in regards to your career or material aspect of your life, but it could be any area of your life really. At the end of the day, this is a general reading. That we're all on different journeys, we all have different situations, and it will resonate for you in the particular area which is most important for you. But some sort of choice, so something that you've been putting an effort into, you're now at the point where you need to make a choice about how to proceed. And when we get the Page of Wands in reverse, that you could be lacking enthusiasm or energy at this point in time. I'm feeling quite lethargic is the feeling that's coming over me. I'm feeling a little bit apathetic. I'm feeling a little bit down. I'm not feeling on my game. I'm not feeling as though I'm firing on all cylinders, is a saying that we use here in Australia. Then we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is you don't have everything that you need to be able to make this decision completely at this time. Now that may be okay, right? I'm not saying that it's not, it can stop you making this decision. I'm All I'm saying is there may be some more information which may help in making this decision. It's your choice how you wish to move forward. Then we get patience. So this is if you are feeling down, a little bit lethargic, and a little bit sort of apathetic or unenthusiastic, a bit run down. This card is saying have patience. It's number 36, which reduces down to a number 9 for those that wish to look into the numerology side more. But definitely, this is asking for you to be patient with something in your life at this point in time. And it might be in relation to making this decision, and that's the sort of feeling that I'm getting, right? It could be, just hold off for a little while. You may feel you need to make this decision right away, but that may not necessarily be the truth of or the reality of the situation. You may still have time yet to gather some more information, to gather some more knowledge, to gather some more understandings for you to be able to make a more valid or a more reliable decision in relating to whatever this is. Then we have into the unknown. So for me, when I get this card, I always think that it's trusting your own intuition, right? She's blindfolded, she can't actually see where she's going. However, she has the key in her hand. She has the bird there accompanying her, which is always to me about spirit. There's lots of abundance around her, everything. She has everything at her disposal to be able to move forward in a positive way. She just needs to trust her intuition as she's moving forward. And that could be, the situation that's at play for you this week. The more information that you need may be that it's coming intuitively to you from your spiritual team who are there supporting you, right? Then this card, for those of you that have not seen my readings before, this can indicate energies of the recent past or energies that you're moving towards. And again, I really do feel that this is where you're moving towards. The Empress is abundance. The Empress is fertile. The Empress is, connected to nature. She's fully able to create. She is the creatrix, right? She is the one that brings into being everything that we see in our physical world, right? And I think this is the power or the energy that you're moving towards is that of the Empress, one where you're in more control, one where you're able to manifest what it is you're desiring at this time. But I do think that this is a journey that you're going on this week. Definitely at the beginning of the week you're not there, but I by the end of the week I do feel that you will become more in alignment with the right way for you to move forward is what I'm picking up there. Then we have Oya, number 22, which is spindle. I'm going to read from the Celtic Oracle tree. It's upright. And the key words are fulfillment, delight, light, sudden insight, thunder and lightning, release, energy, illumination, your best efforts, completion of a task. This card offers you sudden insight and clarity. This tree is about enlightenment. You are asked to remember that you are a being of light and to see light in every person you meet and every situation you enter. This tree brings illumination and insight. When you receive Oya spindle in a reading, you are promised fulfillment, but the key is that you must do the work. Lay aside your reluctance and your excuses. Get busy. Success is promised, but first must come labour. Spindle will help you fulfill the necessary steps and give you the energy to complete your work. Choose to do your best and apply your energy to the tasks at hand. True sweetness comes from fulfilling these tasks to the best of your ability. If you are trying to make a decision, you are advised to investigate, get all the relevant facts, do your due diligence. When you have gathered the information, you can make an informed decision, choose and begin. Spindle is good for work, good wood for making pegs, bobbins and spindles. all practical tools. You may have a project that has to do with woodworking. What practical tools do you need to create or gather to fulfill your task at hand? What expertise do you need? Who can you go to for guidance or help? What skills do you need? Make a practical plan. Consider time, money, and practicalities. And that card for me fully supports the cards that we have on the table, right? That feeling of apathy, that feeling of lack of energy, you know, you're moving away from that now, but it's going to take effort on your part, right? Be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, as you're moving through this transition of energies this week. I do feel that it is a very transitional time for you, a very powerful week. Group number 3s is what the energy that I'm feeling from this reading. Then we have your soul, heart and soul oracle. You are an ocean of light, unfolding through infinite space of life. Through the space between each thought, you can see your true immortal nature, the oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you. Like a whirlwind from heaven, it appears and reappears in endless forms. Definitely, I feel that you're supported during this time by your spiritual team. I do feel that, Spirit is moving through you this week, is changing your energy up this week. Definitely is what I'm getting. From the Sea Melodies Oracle, we have rescue. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. Again, that's advice that was in the Oya or Spindle, is if you need help, then ask for it. It will be provided. Just one caveat on that is something that I always say, that is if that advice or assistance comes with some sort of catch, some sort of I will give you this but, then you don't need that sort of advice or that sort of assistance, right? But if the advice and assistance is offered freely for you to take on board and do with how you wish to do with, then by all means dip into that, take that advice, take that assistance, and move forward in a way that feels right for you. That's the important thing that I'm getting from that particular message. Then your message from the Divine Doors is sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. And I think that that is truly the feeling that I'm getting, is that you've been in some sort of, the word trapped keeps coming up, but I don't think that's the right word. It's come up several times and I've decided not to use that word, but some sort of situation in which you feel constrained, right? Let's put it that way, is being released this week. The energies are coming forward. You have a decision or decisions to make, but I feel it's a much more uplifting week for you, group number 3, sorry. Then we have this crystal, which is for your throat chakra. If this is in balance, you are a good listener. You communicate clearly. You live and live creatively. Your voice resonates and you have a good sense of rhythm and rhyme when you are speaking. If it is underactive, you may be afraid to speak. You may be having difficulty in expressing your words, your emotions into words. You may feel shy, your voice may feel weak, and you may have poor rhythm when you're speaking. If it's overactive, you may talk too much, you may feel defensive, you may be unable to listen, you may be involved in gossip and some backbiting, you may be interrupting conversations, and your voice may be overly dominant. And as I always say, take how that resonates for you. If you feel that your throat chakra is under or overactive, there are many YouTube videos on meditations which can help bring healing and alignment back to those. You can also get some energy healing or Reiki done to help as well. Now for your charm reading group number 3s. For those of you that haven't seen my charm casting board before, this is it. So what happens if anything that falls in the bowl is your focus for the week, anything that falls in this circle just outside the bowl is important for you this week, then we'll read whatever comes in the various sectors of your life. Anything outside of that circle is something that is coming towards you. It has not reached you and won't reach you this week, but it's definitely on its way. So let us get the charms, give them a good shuffle and mix up. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Just turning a couple of things over so that I can see what they are. Okay, so in your focus we have the dinosaur. So for me that is something from your past is going to be your focus this week. Possibly something from your early childhood, right? If we think about the earth and its lifespan, the dinosaur age was one that was relatively in its youth, right? So it could be something to do with a youth or a child. It could be something to do with your inner child as well, is the message that I'm getting with that. Now it's just inside that circle there, so I'll treat that as something that is important. It is the sovereign symbol for me. That is all about being in your own sovereignty, knowing your own mind, understanding how you are at in the world is going to be something that is of importance to you this week. In our health and well-being, we also have the steering wheel and we have the child. So you know, there could be, the steering wheel is you about taking charge of a situation. It's you steering your own way, right? It's you being in charge of which way you're going. So in regards to your health and well-being, you're the one that's in charge of that. You're the one that needs to be steering whatever needs to be steered in the right direction for you. By all means, please, I'm not saying don't listen to your doctors. I absolutely am not saying that. It's important that you do take all of their advice on as well, but also know that you are in charge at the end of the day. Don't let anybody or anybody else tell you differently. Then we've got this small child. So this could be in relation to a child that you are near or around. It could be in relation to something that you've had since childhood. So take that as it resonates. Then we have coming towards you. It's almost there, so it could possibly pop in this week, probably early next week. There is some sort of travel that is related to your health and well-being that is coming your way. It's a little cart, so that always represents travel for me. In your physical environment, we have the key. The key for me is you have everything you need within your physical environment that you need at this point in time, or you know where or how to obtain it is something else that's coming to mind. Just outside but heading towards your physical environment is the tree of life, or the family tree. So there could it could be actually physically planting some trees. Not saying that that's not actually possible. It absolutely is. But for me, it's about knowing from your DNA, right? So knowing from your DNA what is right for you in your physical environment and what is not. So again, that's trusting your inner knowing completely is the message I'm getting with that. Then with regards to your family, we have the crow, we have love, and outside there's a couple. I'll get to those in a moment. So the crow is about a message coming to you. So there could be a message of some sort about you, your family, or something within your family coming together. Love is in there, so there's lots of love and contentment within that environment or within that sector of your life as well. And then coming towards you here is the rose, which is beauty, right? So there is something beautiful coming towards you in relation to your family. Then just outside the circle here we have the Eiffel Tower and the cat. And again, so it's heading towards family, career. Well, the Eiffel Tower is heading towards family, so let's talk about that. The Eiffel Tower is all about travel, so there may be some sort of travel coming up for you and your family, or maybe you're going to visit somebody in your family this week. Moving towards either family or career and business, we have the cat, which is all about trusting your own intuition. It is being independent in your thoughts and actions, so that might be something that's important. In career or business, we actually have, interestingly enough, I don't know if you can see that more clearly, but we have the goddess, and between her arms is the cross, right? And for me, that's spirituality, divinity, right? So very strong message for those is that in your career or business, there is some sort of divine intervention coming your way this week. We also have a rose coming towards you, which for me is beauty, it's good luck, it's goodwill. There's some sort of fortuitous event coming towards you with regards to your career or business. In your money matters, heading towards you, and it's almost there, so you may receive it by the end of this week, is you have everything you need in your money matters to help you this week in whatever it is that you have to do. Just outside but heading towards you is the amethyst, which to me is all about healing. So if you've had a difficult time with your money, with your financial side of things, know that healing is coming your way. Know that you will have everything that you need very soon, if not, but maybe not by the end of the week. It could be. But it could be, it's right on the line there. In romance and partnerships, we have the key again. So there's something, you have everything you need to unlock something with regards to your romance and your partnership. So know that you have, if there is a situation going on, know that you have the understanding, know that you have everything that you need to understand in clarity exactly what is going on with that romance or that partnership or that friendship that's at play for you this week. So that is all the charms that we have for you, group number 3. Look, I think a really positive reading for you. There is movement, there is action, there is, understanding where you are and what you're doing, and moving much more towards fertility and abundance and, clarity, knowledge, understanding, enthusiasm. They're all heading your way this week. But just trust where you are on the journey, and be patient, be gentle with yourself as you navigate this week. A lovely reading, group number 3. If you'd liked what you've heard, then hit that like button. It lets YouTube know that you like what I'm posting. If you think that this will have been of benefit to somebody, then please share that with them, or alternatively, you can hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you will be notified of when I upload my future videos. Take care, my lovely group number 3s. In love and light, I shall see you at the next reading. Okay. Welcome, group number 4s. For those of you who chose this particular card or this crystal, just pop those to one side for the time being. Let's see what's going on with our lovely group number 4s. 4 of Cups, the Hermit, the 7 of Wands, we have Resistance, number 25, which is Waning Crescent, number 2. We have Sad Embrace, number 45, which is reversed. We have the 5 of Pentacles, And we have heather or mistletoe, number 18. Okay, group number 4s, what is going on with you, lovelies? So first of all, we have the Four of Cups. So this could be, you know, a feeling of apathy, a feeling a little bit down, lacking energy, enthusiasm, you know, just not feeling like you're firing on all 4 cylinders. We very much had a similar energy in in pile number 3 that I've just read. So very much, you know, not feeling engaged and enthusiastic. But what this card is showing us, that this is only temporary. There is something that's being offered to you, which is going to raise your energies up and bring you more into that more active energy. You may have been spending time by yourself, and if you haven't, then the suggestion here's from the cards, the advice is that you need to spend time by yourself. Time to get clarity, time for learning, time for understanding, time to really just center yourself, be by yourself in your own energies, and for you to then work out what's next for me is one of the messages that I'm getting that may be applicable to some. Now, we're all in different journeys or on different journeys. We all have different situations, different experiences. So this could be in any area of your life. This is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Now, the Seven of Pentacles could be, sorry, I said Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands can talk about, you know, competition. It can talk about the need for perseverance. So there may be, you may be lacking in energy in persevering with something this week, and the advice is that you know, you need to work through that so that you can continue your journey in whatever area of your life this is in relation to. We then have resistance. So you may be feeling resistance to progress. You may be feeling constrained in some way. You may be feeling constricted in a particular area of your life. Know, though, that this resistance is going to pass. This feeling of being stuck, of not being able to move forward, is going to move and change and transform at some point during this week, you know. And the one thing I get from this card when I first look at it is it's a very abundant card, right? Look at all the greenery, the growth, the animals, the you know, the insects and everything for your abundance is there. You may be holding on too tightly to it, or you may be in some sort of constraint, in some sort of restricted situation where you're not yet feeling that abundance. But I'm here to tell you that it's on its way to you if it's not already there. You could have been feeling sad of recent times, but I'm feeling that with this card, number 45, which reduces down to a number 9 for those of you that wish to look into the numerology side of things more. I feel that you are now moving out of this energy, this feeling of sadness, this feeling possibly of even depression. I'm getting is even as far as depression, right? So it's a scale, right? So you could be anywhere on that scale of you know, just feeling a little bit down all the way through to full-blown depression. And if you are full-blown depression, then please, my advice to you is please get professional help. You don't have to deal with depression alone. You know, work with a professional to help you move through and past those feelings is a message for some as well. The Five of Pentacles is, for me, is all about hard work. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's about not having the resources, or feeling as though you don't have the resources for you to actually complete or get what it is you want in your material life. But with this card, she obviously has all her resources and she's busy at work. The message with this card is she doesn't think that she has enough time to complete what she wants to complete in the time that she has available to her. But the message from this card is that you do, right? You do have the time. It's not too late. Everything will be, will be presented in its own timing, and everything is going to its own divine plan timing, right? The other message that I'm getting with this card that is coming through is that you're trying to manifest something and it's not coming to you in the time frame that you need or that you expect. Know that this is divine timing and it will be given to you in the time frame that is appropriate. So just bear that in mind. That was a message for some of you as well. Then we have heather, which is mistletoe. I'm going to read from the Celtic Tree Oracle, 18. This is a chieftain card, so it is similar to a major arcana, right? So it's a significant message, not a minor one. The keywords are healing, spiritual development, making contact with the spiritual dimensions, fertility, solid foundations, the spiritual path, all heal. Heather mistletoe represents a link between our earthly plane and the spirit world. Thus, when you receive this card, communications with the spirit world via divine intervention can result in healing. Pay attention to dreams, visions, and synchronicities. Prayer or meditation is helpful here, as is ritual. Spend time in nature. When this card appears in your reading, it may be time to address an issue that needs healing, whether the healing necessary is physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. The heather mistletoe also signals a time of fertility. Perhaps you are pregnant, whether physically or metaphorically, and preparing to give birth to a child, a product, or a service. Whatever you have planted is now growing to fruition. Soon it will become time to reap what you have sown. In the meantime, care for what you are growing. Cultivate it well. Protect it and nourish it so the results of your manifestation can be magnificent. To do so, focus on the positive, feed that which is beneficial, and let the rest go. Apply spiritual principles to your aspirations and goals. If you have a need of a stable and solid foundation, will help you. Keep a steady rudder. It is time to enjoy yourself and nurture that which you are creating. Signs of abundance, growth, and beauty are all around you. Breathe in this bounty. Allow the sun to fill you with its summer's warmth and light. Enjoy the truth that you were born to create and give birth. A very strong, powerful message there, right? We are all creative beings. That's what we are born to be. We create our life, we create things, we create beauty, we create relationships. We are creatrixes at the core of our being. So just remember that. That's a message there for group number 4. Then we have Heart and Soul Oracle. Tune out of your thoughts and into your heart. Everything you are looking for really is inside you. Look within, keep an open heart and mind, then follow your intuition. Beyond thought, there is knowing that embraces all knowledge. Your inner vision has a magnetic quality that draws everything you need closer to you. And that to me is all about manifestation, all about creating, right? These two cards go hand in hand. Letting go of the resistance, letting it flow, letting things happen, letting things develop is a very strong message for some this week. For your Sea Melodies Oracle, we have Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. So follow your dreams, follow your intuitions. If you're trying to manifest something that is dear to you, then follow through. Keep the energy flowing in whatever that is. Your Divine Doors message is the art of life. There is no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin, let your love dance in sight. So this is not the time to be standing back, hiding your beauty, hiding your light. You know, this is a time for you to shine, a time for you to open yourself up. You know, once you've been within, once you've gathered your energy, once you truly understand the direction that you want to take, then stand there in your full power, in your full majesty, in your sovereignty, in your strength, in your power, and move forward in a very determined way is the message that I'm getting. Then we have the heart chakra. So when this is in balance, you feel compassionate and loving. You're empathetic and, you know, fully understand and feel empathy. You're self-loving and you feel peaceful. When it is underactive, you may be feeling antisocial. You may be feeling judgmental. You may be prone to loneliness or depression. Again, we picked up that in that card there. You may have fears around relationships, or you may be acting in a narcissistic way. When it's overactive, you may be codependent. You may have poor boundaries, I should say. You may be demanding and clingy, I should say. You may be feeling jealous, and you may be over-sacrificing. As I always say, only you will know how this is resonating for you in your life this week. If you feel that your heart chakra, is under or overactive, there are many YouTube videos which are meditations which can help bring healing and alignment back. You could also get Reiki or energy healing to help bring that back into alignment. I do feel that this is a very, there is a turning point for you this week is the message that I'm getting. It's one of those weeks where something important is going to change and it will turn you in the direction you need to be going. Now for your charm reading. Group number 4. For those of you that haven't seen my charm mat before, this is the charm casting mat that I use. Anything that falls in the bowl is a focus for you this week. Anything that falls within this inner circle is important. We'll then read what falls into your life sectors around here. Anything that falls outside of the circle is something that is coming towards you. It is not here this week, but it is heading your way. So let's pop that down. I'll give my charms a good mix. Wow, okay. So in your focus bowl you have the tree of life, you have the paw, and you have the starfish. So the starfish for me is all about observation. So it's important this week that you keep your eyes open and you are as observant as you possibly can be. You also have the paw, which to me represents pets. So pets, something to do with your pets may be of significance or of a focus to you this week. And you also have the tree. So this has two meanings for me. One is obviously nature. The tree is a symbol of nature, so nature will be important to you this week, but it also represents the family tree to me. So there is family, there is something to do with your lineage, your DNA, something to do with your family could be of significance to you this week. Now in this, I'm just going to pop that to one side so that you can see, but in this circle we have the tip of the key. So you have everything that you need at your disposal for something this week. We also have the gun, which is in here, which is about protection. So whether that is emotional, physical, spiritual, there is some form of protection that's needed. for you this week. And then we have the steering wheel, which is all about you being in control and steering your life. So you will feel it's very important for you to be at the steering wheel this week and making sure that you're going in the direction that you wish to be going in, not being influenced by others. Then we have in the physical environment, we have quite a few charms. We have the moon, so something is going to be revealed. We have the giraffe, which to me is all about reaching further than you thought you could. So if there has been some restriction in some way, that restriction is being released so that you are able to reach further than what you could before. We also have the turtle, which represents nature, represents Mother Earth for me. So it could be something to do in your physical environment, gardening, something to do with nature, plants, that sort of thing. We also have the cat. So the cat for me is all about being independent and using your intuition. So that's the message that I get from them. And then we also have the witch's hat. So the witch's hat for me is all about some sort of magical experience being experienced this week, or whether you practice magic. For those of you that do, there is some sort of craft activity that you will be undertaking this week. We also then have the anchor. So the anchor for me has two meanings. One is, and so take which one resonates for you. One is that it is a protective thing, right? So we drop the anchor when we don't want our boat to beach itself or to crash into rocks or other boats, right? So there's that. It could be a protective message for some, but it also the other message that I get is that it is a restriction in some way, and this is coming towards you, right? So it's not here this week but heading towards you. So there may be some need for either protecting yourself, or you are going to feel restricted in some way, and you may need to release that restriction. Moving on to our health and well-being, again we have Mother Earth in there, which is, again talking to me when I think about health and well-being. I think of that as being nature, being immersed in nature, spending time in nature, replenishing yourself from being in nature. Then we have the swan. The swan to me is all about beauty, right, and serenity. So for me, it's important this week that you maybe do some meditation, try and reach that point of serenity that you that may bring you benefit this week. Just heading in towards your health and beauty is this particular crystal, and for me this is all about psychicness. So this is all about trusting your own intuition, trusting your own inner messages, your inner knowing with regards to something in your health and well-being, and that is coming towards you. We also have the teapot. So this to me is, there may be some form of fluid or tea that may be beneficial for you to drink this week. It can also talk about social occasions being good for your health and well-being this week is another message that I'm getting. In our spiritual and personal growth, we have the yin and yang, which for me is all about balance. So there needs to be balance in your spirituality and your personal growth this week. In romance and partnership, we have two things. We have the guitar, which to me represents some form of event or situation where music is involved. So it could be, you could be going to, a pub, club, an outing, a concert, or anything of that sort. Again, with COVID restrictions, I'm not sure how many of those things are available to us at this time, but it's definitely a message that within your romance, friendships or partnerships, music is going to play a key role this week. So good times surrounded by music is what's coming to mind. Then we also have coming towards you the fork, which to me represents, a meal, gathering socially, maybe going on a first date if that's something that is relevant for you in your life, or going out with your loved one or your special ones or your friends. Could be a social activity. In your leisure and social life, we have the poodle, which to me represents, well, it's a dog, so to me represents loyalty, friendship, spending time with those friends that bring us joy. I do see some friendship gatherings there. In our money matters, we have the sun and we have the key. So the sun to me is all about hope, strength, healing. So if your money matters have been, adversely affected in some way, know that this week there is some healing coming your way. There is some sunlight, some strength, some, wellness in your money matters. And secondly, you have the key, which is you have everything you need in regards to your money matters this week. You have all the tools with you or that you need to either make progress in your money matters, strengthen your money matters, or just, you have enough money coming in at this point in time. So there is your charm reading, group number 3. I think it's a really, I think this is a turning point is what's coming to my mind. This is a week that is a turning point for you with regards to something in your life this week. So again, take that how it resonates. You've had some very positive and strong messages come through. I do think that this turning point for you, I don't know when this popped out, but we also had the musical note, which again just backs up that music that was there. I didn't see that fall out. So I do think this is, going to be a significant week for a lot of you. So there we are. That's all I have, group number 4s. Take care in love and light. I wish you joy and happiness this week, and I'll see you at the next reading. If you like what you see, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that you appreciate and like what I'm putting up. You could also hit that subscribe button and the bell if you're so inclined, and if you think this will be of benefit to somebody, then please share that with them as well. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.